Good morning, boys and girls. Hi, my name is Marquel Anderson, and this is my first day doing my Marquel Sport podcast. This is my sports talk. This is something I always wanted to do. I thought about it and I dreamed about it, and today I'm here to make it a reality and to show what I can do. I talk sports nonstop. That's just who I am. Even as a kid, being around my family, sports is something I talk about on the dinner table, talk in the car, going to school, all that. You know, this is something I really want to do, and I do love. Like I said, sports is something I really enjoy. Not only I play sports, I played high school ball, college ball. I just watch sports. I'm like a sport maniac when it comes to watching sports. That's something I really enjoy, and. But I also have a real job too. Obviously, I like to coach soccer. I like to coach basketball, baseball. So I have a really good track record. When it comes to developing athletes, and that's something that I do enjoy. I do have a personal life. Obviously, I do have the special girl in my life, Brooke, who's been my rock. Everything. She's supported me since the first day we met. Took her to a Blue Jays game. That was our first date, and ever since then. We've been together for 2 years and 5 months, so I'm really excited about that. Our relationship has grown. That's what sport has done for both of us. But for some of you guys who've never heard about me, again, I'm a very intelligent guy. I'm very straightforward. I'm very well educated. I went to Durham College. Being able to, do sport management, that was something I wanted to do going forward. And here I am today. And it's a little bit about myself. Like I said, I have my own opinions. I've watched a lot of debate shows like First Take and Undisputed and Speak for Yourself and all that. All those different sporting news. So I do have my opinions on some things. There will be some topics on this podcast that I will be discussing. We're discussing about the NFL, going from Sunday, then we're going into Monday Night Football, and then we're going to get into some Blue Jays, because obviously, some people want to talk about the Blue Jays. I have a lot of opinion about the Blue Jays, and we'll be talking about the Raptors on training camp coming up, and the Leafs situation with Nylander, and yeah, those are some topics we're going to be focused on this week. Tomorrow we might even talk about soccer. We might even talk about college football. And one thing I always do in my podcast is we're going to talk about whoever's betting on sports going into this weekend. I'll be the one to give you the over and the under of the point system. But other than that, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this first day of my podcast, and we're ready to roll. I'm ready to roll too. So I hope everybody's weekend was great. I know it's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday, but guess what? I had a great weekend. My girlfriend and I we had a great weekend. It's good to watch football again. It was good to see, even though football started on Thursday, but the real football began week 1 on Sunday, and I thought watching the game as a whole, I think football is more like a Christmas kind of thing for me personally, because when you miss it, you just want to see it. You want to see live game action. You want to see not only high pack action, but obviously you just want to see the whole package, right? And I thought from start to finish, the games were great, and there were some disappointments that I'm probably going to get into, but the number one game was. That I really enjoyed on Sunday was the Chicago Bears and the Packers, and I thought it was going to be over for the Packers, to be honest with you. I didn't realize how Aaron Rodgers was when he got injured in the first half. I mean, he was rolling, but if he wasn't going to come back, I believe that the Bears would have had a chance to win that game. And you know what? Give the Bears credit. They fought. They're still a young team. Mr. Trubisky has a lot to understand when it comes to playing in the National Football League. Obviously, you got a guy in Khalil Mack. Shame on the Raiders again for trading the guy. I will get into the Raiders, today about their performance last night. But overall, I thought this is what Sunday night is all about. You have Carrie Underwood coming out performing her new theme song for Sunday night. Everything was just a blast when it came to Sunday Night Football. But it was a great high pack matchup. Aaron Rodgers came back, saved the day. He was like Batman. He thought he was injured. He came back in here. He rallied the troops. and it was a good game for both teams. And if I was everybody to watch out for the Bears, hey, they're gonna be a good team in the next 5 years, right? So I'm gonna go through every game to tell you what my opinion is and what I think. Buffalo and Baltimore, obviously, there's not much to say. No offense, Buffalo fans, the team stinks. Let's just be honest right now. They got lucky last year to even get to the postseason for the first time, and when you add a guy like Nathan Peterman as your quarterback, then you're just asking yourself for trouble. If I was them, just let Josh Allen, let him grow, let him go through what it's like to be in the National Football League, and as much as it's difficult for them, I mean, nothing more there. I thought Baltimore did what they had to do. They run the ball really well. I thought Joe Flacco was very efficient. I thought they used Lamar Jackson coming out of Louisville. He was really great there. So all in all, it was a good game between Buffalo. It was good. It was a good game for Baltimore. Not so much for Buffalo. Steelers. That is my team. I ride and die with that team. I grew up watching the Steelers, and obviously it was disappointing to see Big Ben, one of my favorite quarterbacks that I like to watch. It sucks that he had to give up 5 turnovers, and honestly, you're not going to win that much game with 5 turnovers. But you give Cleveland credit, yes. I always, me and my brother, we always go back and forth on Cleveland. I'm not really a Cleveland fan, but I think they brought some good personalities on the team, but again, time will tell with this team. I mean, yes, they didn't win. They snapped their losing streak. They did Drew. So I mean, but it's going to get harder because they are going to go in New Orleans in week 2, and God rest their soul. I think New Orleans. I will get into them, but I'm hoping New Orleans will get their act together, and Cleveland is in a whole heap of trouble. Cincinnati and Indiana, I thought it was good to see Andrew Luck come back after 3 different surgeries he's had to go through. I mean, I thought when healthy, I think Andrew Luck can take the next step to be one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Obviously, he wasn't on Sunday. Unfortunately, the Bengals came in. They were hard hitting. I've always give the Bengals some bad advice when it comes to how they run as an organization, and I can see why they kept Marvin Jones. I understand that. It's just, unfortunately, if you made the playoffs and you haven't won a playoff round since 2000, that's not going to get done. That's just not going to get it done. I'm sorry, but good for Cincinnati. They came in what they had to do, and the defense stepped up, and they were able to overcome beating Indianapolis. The Tennessee game and Miami, obviously, it was like the longest game in NFL history that I can remember. Obviously, I don't remember much about it, but good for Miami for sticking with it. Good luck for the fans. I understand it was some rough weather was happening there, but congratulations to them. Mariota again. I thought we have high hopes for him. Fortunately, the injury bug has cut in. Same thing with Delaney Walker. That's a big blow to that team. So I don't know where Tennessee goes from here, but we'll see. Kirk Cousins, good to see him make a great debut in a Minnesota uniform. San Francisco.